It's a very powerful movie. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Judas and the Black Messiah. It's on HBO Max, starring Daniel Kaluuya, Lakeith Stanfield, Dominique Fishback. It follows the life of Fred Hampton, but it also follows William O'Neill, who he was offered a plea bargain to infiltrate the Black Panther Party in Chicago to get more information on Fred Hampton. O'Neill is played by Stanfield, and I want to talk about him first before I jump into Kaluuya. Um, I thought he did a really good job of portraying this guy who he was kind of a petty criminal. When you see the crime he gets arrested for, it's like that's a stupid way of going about things. But he's real resourceful, and you see that time and time again, as he makes his way up in the Black Panther Party. He's not a regular type of informant. For me, it felt like he was getting really caught up in what Fred Hampton was doing, and he was inspired by Hampton, and it just felt like he could have changed his mind in any second because of the way he was just down deep with the Panthers. It was one thing for him to just be on the bottom of the totem pole, but when things started happening, he stepped up to help the Black Panthers, while still gaining information, for the FBI. So it was just, you could see the struggle with him when he had to do certain things. He would, talk to, Jesse Plemons' character, Roy, and he would ask certain questions because he didn't want to do it anymore at certain times. And it was just good seeing him. I think Lakeith was perfect for this part in particular. I know a lot of people wanted him to play the Fred Hampton part, but I think he was perfectly cast in this part. And I also want to talk about Dominique Fishback, and she's really strong and powerful. She gets those quiet moments out of Kaluuya, the Hampton character, and it was just fun watching her interact with him. She would get him to smile and to just be at a loss of words. There's so many speeches that he gives, but when he's around her, he's very chill and quiet. He doesn't say much, and she's really strong in this role. And all eyes is on Daniel Kaluuya, and he delivered. He's powerful. He's masterful. When he talks, you can't take your eyes off of him. But for me, I enjoyed the quiet moments, like when he went to go speak to the leader of the Crowns, and there was a little commotion, and he never wavered. Like, he just stood strong all the time. And then the guy from the Crowns that's in charge stood up and walked up to him, and then you can see the way the camera's angled. He is a lot taller than Hampton. And he just looks at him, and he just stands there like, I said what I said. I'm here unarmed with my people. Your people is all armed. And I mean what I say. Like, I want to help the community. And it was just strong. Every time he walked into a room, he had this presence with him, and it was powerful without speaking. And I really enjoyed it. And of course, how the movie is going to end. And as you're watching it, you feel that in your heart, like, what's going to happen. So you're not surprised at the ending, but it still hurts, considering that he was only 21 years old and he did so much. And you see how big of a difference it made when he went to prison, and how things changed and shifted for the brief time he was in prison. And when he came back out, they tried to continue, what they were doing. It's a very powerful movie. I think it's something that everybody should watch. The performances are great. The music is great. And it was tough to watch because you knew, what was going to come at the end. And it's just sad the way it happened. And it's sad that, his life was taken away like that. you know. But Judas and the Black Messiah, if you watched it, let me know what you thought about it. What performances did you enjoy? Honestly, I really enjoyed all of them, but I enjoyed Dominique Fishback's performance the most because it was a subtle performance, but it just it had a lot of meaning. It showed that Fred Hampton cared about the people, but he was really down for his girlfriend, for his son to be in he didn't get that chance to. He really didn't get a chance to spend time with her, while she was pregnant, and he didn't get to see his son. But when she read that poem to him, it hit him, it hit him differently than everything else he was doing in the movie, and I really enjoyed that aspect, of their relationship. But let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Deuces.